Boil eggs once, eat for 2 months. You heard that right? Eggs are a simple, familiar, and incredibly nutritious food, perfect for everything from a quick breakfast to a light meal during the day. In my household, we have eggs almost every single morning. But even though so many of us eat eggs daily, a lot of people still don't fully understand them. And even worse, they might be cooking them the wrong way without realizing it. Some people love frying eggs because they're flavorful and rich, but they end up unintentionally consuming too much oil, which isn't great for your health, especially for older adults. Others choose to boil them instead, a healthier option, but often do it incorrectly. The eggs crack, the yolks turn grayish-black, and they taste sulfuric while losing precious nutrients. Even worse, after boiling, if you don't eat them all and don't store them properly, you'll have to throw them out. What a waste. So in today's video, Tracy will clear up some common misconceptions and show you the proper way to boil eggs, so the yolks come out perfectly cooked, easy to peel, and full of nutrition. And best of all, at the end of the video, I'll show you how to store hard-boiled eggs for up to 2 months. Super convenient for busy folks or big families. Be sure to watch all the way through so you don't miss this helpful tip. But first, let's take a look at a few common misunderstandings about eggs. Misunderstanding number 1. Are brown eggs more nutritious than white ones? Have you ever gone to the market, seen brown eggs, and immediately thought, this kind must be more nutritious and worth the extra money? I used to think the same. But the truth is, the color of the shell does not determine the nutritional value of the egg at all. Whether the egg has a white shell or a brown shell is simply due to the difference in chicken breeds. The reproductive systems of different hens produce different pigments, which affect the color of the eggshell. That's why we have both brown and white eggs. And in terms of nutrition, they are completely the same. Misunderstanding number 2. Are free-range eggs better than factory-farmed eggs? Many people are willing to spend more money on free-range eggs because they believe they're more nutritious. But that's not entirely true. Free-range eggs are more expensive mainly because of their richer flavor, as the chickens are raised outdoors and eat natural food, so the eggs taste better. However, the nutritional value between free-range and factory-farmed eggs is not significantly different. The most noticeable difference is that free-range eggs have more egg white and less yolk, while factory-farmed eggs have larger yolks and less egg white. So, it's totally fine to eat either kind. Just choose what suits your taste and your budget. Misunderstanding number 3. Is it good to eat fried eggs in the morning? Fried eggs are indeed delicious and tempting, especially in the morning. But if you eat fried eggs every day, you might want to think twice. Frying eggs at high temperatures can destroy some valuable nutrients, not to mention the added oil and grease that can feel heavy on the stomach and aren't good for the heart, especially for older adults. Boiling is actually the best way to preserve nutrients and make eggs easier to digest. Gentle, yet still nourishing enough to start the day. So, do you still have any questions about eggs? If you're still wondering about anything eggs, feel free to leave a comment below so Tracy can know and help answer it for you. Did you know that the timing of when you boil and eat eggs is also quite important? To allow the body to absorb all the nutrients in eggs, the best time to eat boiled eggs is in the morning. But before boiling, don't skip this step. Clean the eggshell first. The outer shell of eggs often carries dirt, feathers, even chicken droppings, or harmful bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella. If not cleaned properly, these bacteria can easily penetrate inside during boiling through the thin shell that contains thousands of tiny pores. Eating them may cause illness in your stomach and intestines. That's why, before boiling, soak the eggs in a bowl of water mixed with a little salt and baking soda to clean them. The salt helps disinfect, while the baking soda softens the dirt layer, making the eggs cleaner without scrubbing hard. It's a small step, but it helps protect your whole family's digestive system. Remember, don't skip this step. It's an important one. Now comes the boiling step. Many people are used to putting eggs into the pot while the water is still cold, then slowly bringing it to a boil. This method may seem gentle, but it actually causes the eggs to crack more easily, cook unevenly, and, more seriously, leads to the yolks turning gray-green or even dark green due to oxidation, which ruins both the taste and nutritional value. The correct method is to wait until the water is warm, when you see small bubbles forming at the bottom of the pot or gentle fizzing on the surface. You can also check by gently stirring with chopsticks. When the water reaches the right level of warmth, that's the time to add the eggs. To prevent the shells from cracking during cooking, add a little salt to the water. Salt not only helps raise the boiling point, but also adds a touch of flavor to the eggs. Then cover the pot and cook on high heat. Eggs are a natural superfood that provides complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids. They are also rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, which help prevent macular degeneration and protect eyesight for older adults. Eggs contain a lot of choline, which is essential for memory and nervous system health. Once the water reaches a full boil, reduce the heat to low and continue cooking for another 8 minutes. This will give you perfectly set yolks, free from any fishy smell, easy to peel, and full of nutrients. If the boiling time is too short, the yolk won't set properly. Eating undercooked eggs like that can result in a fishy taste, and for those with sensitive digestive systems, it can easily lead to stomach discomfort. When the eggs are fully cooked, they look beautifully firm and plump. Now scoop them out and soak them in a bowl of cold water for 2 to 3 minutes to reduce the heat. This makes them easier to peel. With this method, the shells slide right off, leaving you with smooth, round eggs. Slice one open and you'll see the yolk is a gorgeous golden yellow, visually appealing, and still packed with nutrients. However, you shouldn't eat too many eggs in one day. For adults, 1 to 2 eggs daily is enough. Eating more than that can lead to indigestion and bloating. The best time to eat eggs is in the morning. They give you enough energy for the whole day. But if you boil too many and can't finish them right away, putting them in the fridge for later, by afternoon or the next day, they can become tough, dry, and lose their flavor. Then let Tracy show you how to store boiled eggs the right way so you can enjoy them for up to 2 weeks, or even 2 months, by soaking them in a light saltwater solution. First, peel all the boiled eggs and place them on a plate. Then, mix a light saltwater solution using 500 milliliters of water and 17 grams of salt. Stir until the salt dissolves completely. Next, prepare a clean, dry glass jar. Place the peeled boiled eggs inside and slowly pour in the saltwater solution until the eggs are fully submerged. Seal the jar tightly and store it in the refrigerator. Proper storage like this helps prevent harmful bacteria like Salmonella from growing, reducing the risk of food poisoning. Plus, the eggs retain their full nutritional value, including protein, vitamin B12, and choline. With this method, boiled eggs can last up to 2 months in the fridge, and if kept outside at a cool room temperature, they can stay good for about 2 weeks without spoiling or developing a strange smell. Especially when soaked in salt water, the eggs not only retain their moisture, but also become more flavorful and delicious, perfect to eat with salad, bread, lunchboxes, or as a topping for noodles and porridge. So after today's video, you no longer need to stress about whether to choose red or white-shelled eggs, or free-range versus commercial eggs. Just pick fresh, medium-sized eggs at a reasonable price, and that's enough for a delicious, nutritious, and budget-friendly meal. And remember, boiled eggs in the morning are best. Easy to digest, retain all their nutrients, and no worries about greasy oil like when frying. Especially if you boil a large batch at once, you can store them for up to 2 months just by soaking in a light saltwater solution. It's that simple, saving time and avoiding waste. Hopefully, today's little tip helps make caring for your family's meals a little easier each day. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and follow the channel so Tracy has more motivation to share even more great tips. And how do you usually store boiled eggs? Share your methods in the comments below so we can all learn from each other.